the train and the doors are closing and you don't want to be on it anymore.
And the risk is, right, you have Gravity Field, you've got Nature's Grasp, you've got the Alistair, you've got Chain of Corruption.
There's a lot.
If Razork does go in early, then Upset and Razork are on their way across. Will Rogue call off the dive? It's been a while. Malrang stepping forward, Decimating Smash coming out, hits onto Adam. Malrang's going to tank with that Sap Magic. Adam goes in, Oscarinin flashes away, Twisted Advance, they'll get first blood, Malrang will pay for it. Razork can flash stun here as Oscarin's on the chase as well. He's going to go in with that zombie form and Adam will fall too, Upset with a double.
Great turnaround plays from Fnatic. This was the time that you were talking about, Medic, that kind of 4.5 minute lane swap, and Rogue didn't respect that it could come through.
You know, Patrick walked back down towards bot. The wave had been frozen on. I think they know they're not really going to contest the globs. It's more about delaying Fnatic and taking that so they can get this dragon. A 3-for-1 exchange.
Oh boy.
Grand Starfall coming out. Unstoppable Onslaught as well. Patrick has to flash away from it. Oscar Bennett looking for the chase, does land the slow. Malrang will be knocked up with the Decimating Smash, but no more happening.
That wave. Now Upset is caught back up. And when you look at the top side of the map, Oscarinin also has that lead because he got the solo XP. So for Fnatic, here comes the dive.
Adam has flash, but doesn't really have an opportunity to use it before he is just dead. Meanwhile, in the bot side, a dive might materialize here for Rogue. Nature's Grasp comes out, only clips onto Mickey. Execute has the ultimate, and even with the TP coming out, I don't think Mickey survives for long enough. Execute tanks up with the Unbreakable Will. The TP was cancelled as Humanoid, I think, met a gravity field in the middle of those grubs when you have these short-range compositions, as you were saying. Rogue will get their second dragon of the game, but Fnatic will be very happy with this exchange.
Yeah, especially now that they could...
But they get ahead, and then they snowball a huge amount over about the next 10 minutes of the game. So right now, they're 4,000 gold ahead.
Sources, and then later on, he blows up Carzzy in a team fight, right? And it's a lot of these similar stories that we're seeing as Fnatic learning to play sides.
Larson pulled back with the shockwave. Gravity Well on Humanoid will stun him up, knock back on Mickey, but Fnatic, like, you can poke and you can prod and you can look for these little bits of damage, but they kind of knew they were never getting a kill.
Year goes on.
Yeah, totally agree with you. We'll see if Fnatic can keep the form going. For now, they're focused.
Just take these turrets the second you're not.
Yeah, that's the main risk, really, isn't it? 6 Void Grubs. If you're not there for 10 seconds, your tower is gone. You can see Upset and Razork playing around the mid lane as Unstoppable Onslaught comes out onto Larson. There's the Grand Starfall as well. Oscarinin has tanked this tower for an absolute ice. He's still just tanking it. What is Sion, man?
This is
why he smacks the tower for half his health. He's a
We'll get back into it is, hey, just hope we can hold on to these structures and play for 3-4 items plus. Yeah.
It's a curse.
I know. But there's nothing else you can do, right? It's like you're just slowly losing out the game.
Yeah. I mean, it's just really well synced from Fnatic as well, because they go into fog. Larson, you can see Razork actually leaving the dragon. Grand Starfall is available to him, that Pantheon ultimate. Oscarinin is just going to walk straight in. Unstoppable Onslaught. They get the damage. Look at how low Execute already is with the Grand Starfall there to follow up. Mickey dives in with a Magnet Storm. Malrang falling low. The Otacon secured by Razork. He gets the smite. Mickey pays for it with his life, but Patrick follows suit. Upset's flashing forward, and Malrang is going timber. The tree has been felled, and the petals their prize.
Yeah, Adam managed to sneak a few away, but...
Get the Otacon. Alongside the petals, you do get a buff to all the neutrals you've taken in the game, which will only help, or the big neutrals at least, only help them with the Void Grub push. As Razork dives in, like, Oscar tanked that tower for just an age. There's nothing you can do, man.
The thing is, he's at
10,000 gold in the hole. And I don't even think a soul would save you from that sort of death. Razork and Upset should be able to secure the Baron. Oscarinin, Mickey, and Humanoid should be able to keep Malrang, Adam, and Larson away from the Drake. Malrang goes in, knocked up with the Decimating Smash. There's Mickey with the Magnet Storm on the backline. Finds 2, but the rest of his team unable to follow. Grand Starfall in by Razork because he looks for a little bit more of a chase. Execute won't go in, and Malrang will die. So yeah, Fnatic get it all.
Oscarinin came out with more health than he went into that fight with.
Yeah, tanks, man.
Unending despair is the thing, you know?
And seeing it helps works for pasta. But that bit of pasta you can't then eat. And it feels like everything that Rogue have thrown at the wall is now inedible.
Why can't you eat? What's wrong?
Because it's been on my wall, man.
My walls are clean.
When did you like? Okay, first we have
Yesterday.
Game Legend. Grass is coming in. Cleaned your walls yesterday. Yeah. Oscarinin still very tanky here as the engage happens in a 4v3. Larson here to make it a 5v3. Razork's here to try and even out the score. Meanwhile, Humanoid continues to push in. 5v4. Rogue are on the back foot. Razork won't fall, Fnatic will get a kill, and Humanoid very happily will accept all of these himself. Shockwave goes down onto Marang. He gets another one. There's nowhere to go. You're stuck between a ball and a hard place, and your only choice is death. Mickey the only one for Fnatic to fall. 15 kills to 4 and 16,000 gold ahead. Fnatic will clean out game 1.
Fnatic making it look easy, to be honest. Great rotations in the early game, playing well around upset. And then Oscar, the biggest beast.
He usually swings towards the Jax as the game goes later, because Jax just scales a bit better than Renekton, and Renekton is more about, can I isolate someone in a team fight with Slice and Dice, Flash Ruthless Predator, a little bit of extra gold in his pockets. It can be those, 2-3 CS that really make the difference. Razork is going all the way behind the tower here. Flash? Razork flashed over as well! Oh! I mean, that's gorgeous. I didn't see the Razork flash, but avoids the vision, flashes around.
Very much on the bottom side of the map here, and it's Fnatic kind of covering their bases. Meanwhile, Razork gets to fully clear out his jungle and be in a position now to contest.
Oscar in, chased out by Adam here, who flashes. There's the root caller follow-up, and Daisy's here for the party. Adam gets the first kill for Rogue on the board. Even out the gold lead as well. Execute stepping forward here. Get a Drake. They'll get 3 plates in the bot lane. Rogue have started this game off swinging. For Fnatic, though, they'll be looking to strike back, and I wonder how they're going to do that, because Oscar is pushed up a little bit too far on the bot side. Does still have the flash, has that leap strike. Execute here with the Shield of Daybreak. Counter-Strike comes out first. They don't get any of the CC. Okay, well, yeah, you got to hit one of those. You gotta hit one of those, and because Fnatic know there's 3 players on the bottom side, they'll come in and invade this top side. Already has that Leandry's complete. Mauan and Patrick are gonna start up the grubs. I have the assistance of Daisy. Mickey on his way out of base, but still only about near the Razor Beaks, so a couple of seconds before he's able to rejoin this. Rogue have taken 1.
You're gonna lose a wave on top side as Rogue as they all commit for this.
Razork, Solar Flare, Flash Shield of Daybreak, but there's no damage to follow up, and the Strangle Thorns will keep Rogue at bay. Bullet time opens up, Patrick has to flash away, Maran falling low, shields himself, but it's not enough, and Humanoid will weave his way to another kill. Fnatic find 2 in the battle. Humanoid can't quite get Execute or Larson in the end, but he forces them away from the tower. Fnatic don't even turn their backs towards the grubs.
Ian got hit by Talia's Unraveled Earth, but Mickey now starting to wrap around again.
There's the quickness, and Larson doesn't get away in time. Mickey takes the kill, Upset takes the plate, while Mickey gets a helping of it as well. And Razork takes the grubs.
Yeah, really. Oscar goes mid, covers the mid push there, so you can actually get the tower play. And now you've got this numbers advantage that is created on the bottom side. And even as you go for that, Humanoid TPs back up to the top side, protect the pushing wave from Azir. So across the board, Fnatic are covering a ton of these plays to set themselves up for success, but also then to cover any sort of answer from Rogue in the map.
It's called shifting, I believe, in the technical terms. Means something different.
No.
It's, yeah, good.
Like, when you look at what I wanted to see improvements from Fnatic, it's these kind of things, right? And that's why, like, at nauseum, we're saying the Duffman effect, but it really is these small things, and now Oscar feeling the execute effects potentially.
Yeah, Zenith played underneath the tower. There's the Solar Flare follow-up. I don't think they have the damage. Redemption will follow here, so Adam is going to be healed up, and with Larson coming across, they should have the damage, but they don't! He gets the counter-strike. Adam flashes away. He's okay. He'll survive. It was almost absolute disaster. It was a moderate one. We'll say 4 on the Richter scale on that for Rogue as they lose damage on top tier 2 as well. The curtain's open, but they're closed by Mickey. They're going to lose the mid tier 2. Fnatic takes so much on the other sides of the map.
I don't know why you send a pigeon to do a crocodile's job. Like, literally at the end of the day, but yeah, it's a bit of a disaster and a whoopsie there for Rogue. Spot's gone, mid's gone. 2 tower as well.
When you're making plays like this, it's so important to have wave shoved in or have no wave in the lane.
Exactly.
So, if you have a longer time before the next wave comes in, you push forward in the lane to make sure you clear that wave out earlier, and then you survive as Adam. Well, he tries to survive underneath this tier 2. He manages to, but the tower does not, as it's now a 6,500 gold lead. Mountain Drake, it is a Mountain Soul for us this game. Otacon up in about 2 minutes as well, so there's the possibility of a 1-2 punch from either team there. We'll say much more likely from Fnatic right now. Rogue have spent most of this series of fights on the mat as the Rift Herald charges in towards the bottom side. one might spawning. If you ride the Rift Herald, by the way, you get a lot more mites as it crashes in, but Alpsa didn't want to put himself in what could be a little bit of a precarious situation. Mickey's going to quickness flash and battle dance his way to Humanoid. The tier 2 in the bot lane falls.
But you don't go for the tower.
Okay, so we've got Mickey has the quickness in 7 seconds time. TP's coming out from Rogue as they're about to be pincered. Mickey should just die. He immediately steps into them. Mickey, what are you doing? That was not fine at all. Humanoid looking for the seismic shove onto last, but can't find it. Now Fnatic are fighting on 2 fronts. Humanoid has to flash away from the Zenith play. Redemption coming out from Rogue as they look for Redemption in this series as well. They've killed off the support, but they can't find more yet. No Emperor's Divide for Larssen. Still about a quarter of that cooldown left. But Rogue could look for the Artican. Remember, tanking it reduces your resistances as the seismic shove comes out from Humanoid and chunks out Adam just a little bit.
It's very hard to go into this area when you've still got the bullet time for upset. And now Patrick! Oh, nearly gone.
Humanoid's on the other side of it though. Unless he can kill Patrick quickly here, the Solar Player's going to follow up. Dominos out from Adam. Humanoid caught out as he dives a little bit too deep. He'll die, so will Execute. Razor coming in, the bullet time, the Stranglethorns. It will be enough to kill off Larssen with the Leandri's proc from Razork. So in the end, it's a 2-for-2 in the exchange, but Mickey's already back up and fighting.
Yeah.
Collapsing in the top lane, then Mickey getting caught out because he went a little bit aggressive too early, getting caught out. Then Humanoid getting caught out because he went a little bit too aggressive too early. Fnatic should still win this game. They are so far ahead. 7,500 gold in the lead.
I think for Fnatic, they kind of said it as well, right? Like a lot of their goals are looking at internationals and looking at worlds and not just winning this one singular split.
Now they have the false life. Weaver's Wall coming out from Humanoid. He tries to separate Rogue from their inhibitor tower. Oscar in puts the counter strike down, rooted. Solar Flare coming in as well and already has to withdraw. Mickey going in with a quickness double charm. The bullet time into the Redemption isn't going to do too much. Fnatic invests a lot and still don't fell the tower.
No wave to try and play through now, so Rogue get to hold on for the moment, even having the defender's advantage where they can send some people.
At least the wave pushed in. Upset does have that bullet time if he feels under threat underneath that tower. Humanoid is looking for a flank here, but he will be spotted on vision as he comes around this corner. Weaver's Wall out. Humanoid jumps off it early. Adam's on the wrong side of it, but he's a croc and he can navigate tricky terrain, so we'll just slice through it.
Yeah, I think Fnatic would have been nice to get the pick, but at this stage now, I think you just try and play this slow, deny Rogue access to the Baron area, and try and shift Oscar in down to that bottom side, because that's where he's a bit more of a threat than here.
Boots on Oscar, Solar Flare follow-up. That's a lot used. The Solar Flare, the key long-range engage tool from Rogue, and you can see Oscar immediately jumps in. Double flash coming out. Oscar is going to be locked up. The Zenith played into the charm from Mickey. Stranglethorn's not going to find anyone, but Execute will fall on the other side of it. Larssen forced away, but he's putting some damage back in with his soldiers. Humanoid flashes, so does Malrang. And Malrang will escape. Larssen looking to open up, does have those soldiers down and is doing quite a lot of DPS.
Rogue have no vision in this Baron area though, so with both solo laners resetting, they can TP into the play, and Baron will be the name of the game for Fnatic. Trying to face check into this is miserable if you're Rogue.
It really is. It's most likely on Adam with Malrang's shields. You put the trigger seat down, of course you can use the bushes as well from Malrang. Larssen's going to be the one stepping forward for the moment. 6,000 on the Baron now. Adam has a blast cone, trying to build up that Fury bar. Humanoid does manage to clip him with some damage of his own. Oscar Winnin falling low. Malrang still looking for that smite, but can't get in there in time. Upset secures it. The seismic shot back on Larssen into the Emperor's Divide. Rogue will find 2, but they can not get away yet. Another seismic shove will land. Upset still has the bullet time here as well as Patrick is taken out by Razork. Adam will have to dice his way across this wall. Humanoid jumps forward. Upset flashes the wall. The seismic shot back. Zenith Blade coming in. But Fnatic with the Baron now, and only Adam standing in their ways with a wave as well, will at least be able to crack the base, if not more.
Yeah, Adam's going to have to make some sort of hero play, but against 3 very strong DPS champions on Fnatic's side, it's going to be so tough. He needs to get the wave.
He needs to get the wave, but there's another one just coming in. Stranglethorns, Adam flashes away, clipped by the bullet time. And unlike Matrix, Adam couldn't dodge that. Fnatic will start up on the Nexus towers. They'll take them. Larssen the only one standing for Rogue as Fnatic find a clean 2-0.
Great stuff from Fnatic.
I think if they went for the bar, that would favor GX. But yeah, I think they're a bit AP heavy. But then again, I think Taliyah might have a bit of a hard game. It's not really great into any of their champions, I feel.
Yeah.
Except maybe Aurora. And I think
But there's nothing that really stands out.
Because bro, with this bot lane, I mean, it's a pretty insane bot lane, no?
Yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, I think usually it happens that they descaled. The longer the year goes, the worse they are, I would say. So I think at the start they were quite good, but now I'm not sure. I think
I also feel like they've lost confidence.
yeah, I think that could be a big reason why. But yeah, just it seems like they're not on the same page with their jungler as well.
Yeah.
Maybe Closer was more like communicative or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, maybe it was the comms in the end. I'm just going to walk everyone through this GX play. That they're getting deep in jungle, but KC are right here with the seismic shove waiting. Not going to hit onto Isma. Ginex escalating this bit though. That's Jackie's walking in with his ulti up and available, trying to find an angle himself. Good zone control with the Eye of Sauron down.
Okay.
Bloody gets out. Pop Blossom for one, but that's okay. It's a good enough order. Mickey claps his hands, first blood. And in my ear, Mickey, I've been told apparently I have to get ready to lane the early blower flash, the level difference. And also Mickey X was talking about too. Even though Calissa's down in gold, it still feels like it's a good lane state. It's all in. Pop Blossom. John, nice engage. They're going to catch one out. The Impale doesn't connect on Calissa, so he's okay. Targamas, Battle Dance was close to getting away, but Calissa manages to survive it. Another kill over to GX.
Yeah, it's a great recovery from the team that's taking Drake to see that Chemtech is the second or the first dragon. Can't be the Hextech Soul, which would be another big one.
Because you also value the individual stats as well, right? So you're like, oh, that's nice. You know, like, we get the Chemtech, well, you don't like tenacity, heal, or shield power?
It's kind of whatever, especially for like, if you look at it, feel like they were strong enough and Lot didn't want to invest the TP to actually try to contest it. Now we'll see if Casey can use this Herald to presumably break open this mid tower, as it's so important with this like full poke ADCs that really want to contest this mid tower. But oh, Isma flashing in.
And it's a great engage. The Impale as well, but it means that Pop Blossom doesn't do too much. Yaka's bought time. He's flashed over the wall as Lot has also teleported in. It leaves open bot, so they need something here. Targos with the ulti. Seismic shove over the wall. True shot barrage. Lot tagged by Kaliss. Mystic shot. Giant X used so much for that, Jack. And they're going to lose bot on top of the kill.
Yeah, it's Lot wanting to go for way too much as he TPs in, and Yike plays it wonderfully. He's able to flash out and survive, but Lot feels that he's already invested the TP. It's a sunk cost fallacy, right? He wants to keep
at the 20-minute mark these days.
True.
And if they are, it's like a slow strangling process.
Comes out of lanes and like abusive there though. The lanes as KC getting collapsed on, or rather it's Noah who is. Flash over the wall. He gets out and a good tag as Kana sends the ulti as well. That means no Noah in the fight. His true shot barrage is close and barrier comes out anyway. Noah now without a summon spell.
And it is going to be Lot being able to push in this bot side here. Crashing waves denying a lot of KC, but they might be able to break this mid tower with the Herald.
And then again, we feel like we're going to decide this around, maybe Atakan. Maybe towards fourth Drake.
And that's the hard part when you're playing against a top team like KC, right? Usually all it takes is one mistake, and this one might have made one.
Like this.
Just now.
Impale doesn't connect. And there's the engage from Yike. That's what I was trying to say, is that one mistake and it blows over. Jack helps me with that. And KC helps with Isma.
And now KC can as well. They should be able to break the top tower and kind of just start attempting to strangle Isma out of his own jungle. And that's usually where the game kind of breaks apart for the losing side.
I like the odds for KC.
Just who's going to do it?
True. More of the setup, maybe Noah. Isma. KC looking to face check. It's about Atakan for now. Lots accepting bot wave. He's got teleport to match if anything happens, but no, we chill out a little bit, don't we?
Laners trying to move and make some practical plays happen. I do much prefer how Kana's been moving this game. I feel like he's been able to get the flash onto Noah, get a lot of pressure around mid. Well, I haven't really seen much from Lot at all yet.
True. And it's hard though, because I feel like that's fake Jun, fake Scorpion, you know what I mean?
I love how Kalissa's playing, just eating forward with no fear here.
Doesn't care. It's like he's playing with a Lulu or something. Doesn't care.
Oh,
and again,
but he might have got out.
Hurts him because Jun Pop Blossom is beautiful. Tangle Barb into the quickness. He's going to sacrifice his life, but has he done enough work? Targman's getting out with an inch of his life as Lot looks for the follow-up kill, but Kaliss is now zone controlling as Yike and Isma battling it out while the Weaver's Wall comes in and Blady's going to make sure that Isma has to flash. GX get out. They lose their support. Targamas also dies. Because I think you're right. Lot had low expectations, right? I remember watching him on that team with Bukata when he was a top lane Gnar player as Bloody. Gonna face check. Jackie though piles it back. Look, they're spiraling to spare. Bloody, if he gets hit with a Severing Bolt, he might be dead. And indeed, he does get hit. The passive comes out. The burn is ticking and ticking and ticking, but Bloody thinks, okay, I'm alive until you're right. Lot gets seismic shot back. Flash away Severing Bolt. Ulti from Yike. They're trying everything to save the Greek god. But eventually, all gods must fall.
And they threw the whole kitchen sink at him. They're able to bring down Bloody and Casey. They don't have any sort of cross map. Kana actually moved up all the way here, looking for some sort of cheese. Maybe they'll be able to break this mid tower with that pressure, and I mean, it's literally one hit, so...
Yeah, he just protobelts to wall. Super easy. But yeah, again, we stay at 1k. It's a nice pick, and Vladdy burning his flash. Let's see how worth it is in the long run, as we're going to have a dragon fight here, but Jackie's has no ulti. Jack, I'm looking across the board. GX have everything else.
Yeah, and Vladdy's still dead for 10 seconds. He does have the teleport, but KC are very split here. Targamas is still coming out of the jungle.
Well, Kana's angle, though, that's what I'm going to look at first. With Equalizer up and available, he might not be 16, but he's definitely going to fry some members of GX.
They have no idea he's here.
Well, this is trying to poke out. Yike as well, doing his zone control. Kana moving into a higher bush. Equalizer down. Not as big as I thought, but it is one. Pop Blossom is a disengaged version. Tangle Barbs as well. Targamas might be dying. Into the thick of it goes Slot as well with a great ulti himself as Vladdy gets poked out. Noah steps up to get the range, but he's punished for it. Kana fries them all. GX are now low as the re-engage happens, and Yike will be pulled in, but in the ulti, he again buys so much time.
Oh my god!
Tangle Barbs are big, but KC are just taking so long to die. Giant X found the start of the fight, but KC, it's the roundup that hurts the most. It's always worse when there's a remake in the second fight.
Oh my god, and it's so close for Giant X. It's a heartbreak. They just barely don't have enough damage, and it's the flash being down from Noah. But maybe it just came back up during the fight.
Yeah, maybe.
And he didn't realize. Oh.
Good poke. Jun actually poked out massively here. Support being low is huge as Lot. Electro Harpoon has to get the ulti from Lot. He's so slow, he almost didn't make it to the side, and now with Pop Blossom up, Yike just ultis and takes Jun down midair. Jackie's, yeah, why didn't you ult? But again, he didn't have a chance to in this moment either.
It's a disaster for Giant X, and that looks like it's going to be the Nash going over to KC as Noah here with a good play onto Kana, but
that's lethality virus. I mean, it all relies on these skill shots. Kana can walk it out, no DPS needed, or rather granted. And KC just start the Baron on the other side of the map while two members are spotted out of GX.
Yeah, it's a slow Nash, but Giant X, without the support in mid lane, just can't contest it. They have to drop it, and now is where you'll really see this gold lead start to snowball. They already have good damage on the tier 2 bot and top, but Kana here might actually be caught this time.
I think he kills Lot with him, though. That's the biggest question. Ooh. Flash away. Kana fancy beat until he's impaled in, and Lot will now get his revenge. Again, it's not enough damage, but Lot does get a shutdown here for what it's worth.
And Vladdy was able to pick up the tier 2 top, and they get the Atakan. So it's not like KC are too sad about this death from Kana.
I hate Nico so much, the fact that just stays in midair for so long.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, it really is. And I'm sure you've had your fill of it as KC probably have in this game too. 29, 30 minutes approaching. Inatara's going to drop down, teleport coming in finally to answer life's biggest mystery. Does GA stay when you die? Yes, it does.
Wow.
Yeah, point mode. It has been a quite early start, Jack. But yeah. 9k gold lead, by the way, just to quickly mention how KC are rolling over this game for now.
Yeah, I mean, now with this Nash plus Arakan, you really want to see some sort of dive here as Vladdy looks to ulti. Is able to deny them from accessing the tower. I think he would have wanted more. Maybe getting a Noah flash, but isn't able to. And now they're going to be looking to play at 2 lanes here. But Kalist getting really chunked. He wants to try the lifesteal maybe on his Raptors, but I don't think he has any sort of lifesteal probably because he has Legend Haste. So it's really hard for him to actually sustain back up here. Playing a bit with fire with this HP bar, but even then, just yeah.
I guess just thinks, yeah, I got GA, doesn't really matter. Chain of Corruption does connect though, and Yike is a sitting duck. Good poke comes through from Noah again, trying to defend to keep this game going a little bit longer while KC use that time to get the other side of the map with the Pop Blossom setting up and beautifully locking down. But Kana kills Jun in the process. Seismic Shove was easily done. In Greece, they feed them something different, I'm sure of it, as KC are running past the dead turret. Now a dead inhibitor. 4 members are still alive. The GH didn't even pop.
And KC looks like they want to take the game here. They do only have 1 minion that dies. They do have the mid wave. 20 seconds on the side of Jun. They have the bot wave as well. I think they're going to end the game.
I think they are indeed. With this Baron at 31 minutes, shenanigans filled early game with GX, you know, trying and finding some picks, but never really getting off the ground. Let's call a spade a spade. KC slaughtered them from the moment they took a lead. That's what makes them one of the best teams in the league. You can't drop a single second.
And it was a good attempt from Giant X. I think they have fights.
True.
While Giant X kind of have to be at the right time and right spot, and then hope that KC goes on them.
True. They are good at disengaging though, GX's comp, right?
He's, for me, was the player that I feel like could have been what Vladdy is right now, but he just hasn't evolved in the same way.
And now he's going to evolve into this game in a very bad way. First blood over to Yike. Nice gank and getting Vladdy ahead as well in this game.
Yeah.
Sets that up.
And that's been the story, right? Which just everything scales with on hit because, you know, all the damage. And the same thing with AP. When you get some AP items on Kai'Sa, her damage skyrockets. I think her scaling is so much better. The only person that I managed to see consistently scale well on AD Kai'Sa is Gala. Everybody else, if you go AD Kai'Sa after 3 items, they're useless.
True. Gala is the exception though.
Yeah.
I'd be like, Gala right now, yo. That team, I cannot wait to see if a team like KC or G2 get to verse them, depending on when IG gets to the next internationals. It's about Kana right now because she's not even going to get to Meganar. Isma with a clean setup. GX, it's happening again here, Jack. The early game, they're finding some picks to create motion.
Yeah, it's KC's bot lane that swaps up here to try to match the GX bot, but Kana sticks around for too long. Luckily, he still has the teleport, so he'll be able to teleport bot and not lose too many minions. And it's a kill going over to Isma. Would have preferred that to be on Noah. But still, a good pick by them. And Jackie's here dashing in. Oh!
Good all in. Vladdy caught midway. Takes a turret shot. The Charmin response, though, makes it even. Vladdy gets out with his life with another charge on the ult to follow up anything in this top lane as Targamas was caught fishing again. We really like looking for salmon, trout, flushing away. You're not going to find anything in the top side. It's only a red herring. Targamas dies for a trade, but it's Yike who saves the back of the play. Now for a Kai'Sa, this is a dream come true. Skirmish, stopping there. GX have to beware. No, they're not. But the thing is, I think it's a bit of a meme. And I feel like Yike, certain champions talk about like Yike Zinzao, holy. Yike on bite sometimes, I wonder. Now, the ability to go in, will it be a benefit for him or not this game?
Oh.
Let's see. The ulti's popped up. It sets up and he queues up, but now he's in the middle. You know what? Perfect time to bring out the stats. The angle from Kalist was beautiful. The re-engage from KC's Vladdy gets everyone with an orb, a deception, a charm out as well, deceivingly. Jun walks towards love. We all love love, but Vladdy knows that they do not. So in the end, Giant X don't love love as they walk away. KC, it ends up being an even trade, or rather 1-for-1, I believe, in the end, Jack.
And we get to see either way. Very close.
Okay, either way.
Either way.
We like that. Targamas going to face check, and at least we know we're going to get a fight as OPLoLReplay comes down. There's no follow-up yet. Waiting for the steadfast presence as the Poppy ult misses. It's the engage from Yike that pops in with Kalist in his third kill. And Vladdy, he goes to nowhere with that charm, but he still does the damage on the flank. Yike jumps in. He's going to get stunned up as Lot comes in to save the day. Fletch away from Noah. GX getting away, but Jackie's getting in him. Really nice ulti. GX have found an angle. They've found a road, and I think Jackie's built it brick by brick.
Oh my god, Jackie's when Giant X
From one Jack to another, it does feel like a good setup for Giant X that now in this game have kept them in a pretty good spot. But the engage onto Jun, OPLoLReplay is going to bring him down. The Unbreakable Will can't even be brought out because it's on a 10-20 second timer, just like Jun is now.
And Jun is just face checking on the wrong side. Isma off to the bot side, while Jun tries to get the top side of River left to the Wolves. Ends up falling, and that's going to be Drake going for the side of KC. Now with 2 Drakes. 6 scrubs for the side of Giant X as a nice constellation, but let's see what soul they get. And now you kind of have the 2 weakest souls out of the mix, and it's going to be Hextech Soul.
Oh, big one.
That's a big one. And
like
Kalist here face checking Isma. He does get the stun though.
I feel like Kalist will kill him though. I mean, you're right. Ulti has to come out. Kalist flushes it! Hot damn! Call your grandma. Tell her about that one. 5-0 Kalist on the Kai'Sa.
That'll pick up the slack. And that's what a great team is.
True. Great individual members, you know, even as good as the sum of their parts, I think as well, KC have really become. Giant X to start Herald. Now, while we're yapping away, I bring it up because, again, Vladdy, Jackie's big conversation today when Jackie's was hyped, but GX are falling into a pit. In this same pit, they're now going to fight because KC chose to look at the Herald right in the mouth. Targamas loses a tooth. Kana in Meganar, but he can't get the Meganar angle. He's now out of it. Giant X coming alive a bit in this second game, and they're not losing health as Noah doesn't have the ulti anymore, but the charm doesn't connect. An orb of Mr. Set is such an 80 carry evade. There's like, yeah, Varus is 575. Used to be 600 back in patch 12.06. Who's got the lowest range? Nila,
lowest,
obviously.
yeah.
I locked in. I'm going to play 80 carry. So far, I've brought absolutely nothing to the cast to learn off, and it is helping nothing. All I know is that I tier 2. And before I get Jack 5, we have to find out how this 5v5 goes. Jack,
I don't think there is going to be a 5v5.
not anymore.
As they get the Poppy ult and knocking
At items on the other side, because you still got to remember, Callista's 1.2k gold ahead. Runan's now picked up. I thought it was normally Infinity
might
Edge
be in
second.
trouble.
There's Jun, yeah, you're right. Disengaged there, but Yike is going to follow up. Unbreakable will as well, and Callista now gets a tag on. He has ulti up in the ready, but he's not going to pop it because instead Blooddy's here, making sure Jun won't go anywhere. He's missed a few charms this game, but Callista's he picks up kill number 6. KC is still in a fine position. He's going to be started.
Yeah, this individual mistakes again from the side of Giant X. This looks like it's going to just be the voracious outcome, but Targamat's the one who's called now flashes towards Jackies.
Indeed, this has been a reoccurring trend, and you've got a real wall there now. Isma trying to get the kill set up. Noah gets it. Okay.
But Lot is steeping behind.
Indeed he is. He's going to fly in, and he's also got the turret in the bottom. Meanwhile, onto Bloody and Calista. Calista repositioned. It's now a spread out fight. But for Giant X, they just lost Noah. He was isolated. Khan's about to go mega. He's already picked up the kill.
Oh my
now
God.
in trouble too. Kana separates and makes sure that Yike's going to be A-OK. And Giant X started with the picks, but KC always just find a way.
KC get absolutely everything. They'll be able to take down all of Giant X.
You know, you have them individually.
Isn't there, surely there's like a food that starts off good, but then it gets worse.
Okay, well, I couldn't think of it on the fly. You have a thing, because Giant X are getting collapsed on. With that teleport, it makes damn sure they're not going anywhere. Converging down GX for an escape route. It's nice, though. It's a send-off, and Bloody went in. Brother, yike, excuse me. It was sent away. Targamas. Great Poppy ult. 5 versus 4.
Yeah, just a beautiful disengage from Giant X here. But
Giant
now,
X, they're going to have mid-pro.
and here Kana is also on the flank here, but he might be... Oh, Lot, what was that flash?
He flashes on the spot! Oh, God! Giant X engages there. Kana's sent away, at least at the start. Maybe Lot can rediscover what the fight means, and Yike on fire again. Okay, a throw for a throw.
I don't know what's happening. Yike on Vi is struggling here as he keeps going in and not quite finding the angles. And Casey have to drop another Drake.
Let's throw that in. And, I'll be honest.
I mean, I think time is on the side of Giant X.
Yeah.
This Azir gets more and more tanky, harder and harder to one-shot. I do think Gnar
lead, especially with Bramble, able to survive more of that 1v1 as he continues pushing. And Jack, I see GX looking for priority in top, but Lot meanwhile has to be careful. Kana has flash available. Lot is up against the wall. He flashes. Kana putting on the Korean top show again.
Yeah, and it's just, I don't think it's getting any better for this Jack, but here we might be caught.
He is caught indeed. Can't be caught out there. Can't be caught out at this point in the game. Dragon's up in a minute, but Baron also in front of KC.
Yeah, I think KC should look to start Nash here. Lot is so chunked, he has the base TP, and you can see Jackie's realizing it, TPing behind Kana here, looking to cross-map this Nash, try to get a pick off the Kana, but Kana has flash.
Kana indeed does have flash, Lot does not. He flashes away, gets away from the wall of Jackie's. Now, GX2 members bot, if you didn't think Baron was going to be taken before, it certainly is now.
Yeah, and this, it's very similar to game 1. Giant X are in a position where, not necessarily winning position, but where they can win. Yeah. But then it's individual mistakes, where someone gets caught, someone gets, you know, yapped on the side lane a little bit.
It's a cold salmon all over again.
Yeah. It's a cold salmon, yeah.
It's a cold salmon.
It was beautiful and warm. Like, now we gotta eat the leftovers.
We put it on the pan with butter, with the skin facing down. Yeah. It cooked beautifully through.
Yeah.
And now that it's cooked, who the hell wants to eat it cold?
Yeah.
It's really sad for GX because, again, we know what warm salmon can be. Now, Dragon's up. Number 3 here. GX, I guess, putting it all on the line. As you said, it's not all out of the blue. GX can still win a fight, but let's see how the Thunderback works.
They do have Rabadons on Azir.
They do.
But they can't enter. That's the problem with this comp as well. That
6 grubs as well, so
yeah,
maybe a little bit quicker than a lot of people at home would think. Watch those grubs in action.
I think this is a bit of a mistake from Casey here to not send anybody to match this Jax. I think even the Ahri could have dispelled this push. And I don't think they can actually look to break inhibitors here. I think they'll just have to choose to back away. And this is the gold lead that they get.
Like, are we putting this in the good basket, or?
I mean, he didn't really do anything.
Okay.
Like, I mean, not to flame, but like, they got a pick.
What did it?
Well, now he did something.
He ulted in after a charm. And, yeah, unfortunate flash.
Now close to go.
Yeah. Okay. Kalist did a lot this game.
No, I mean, he played well this
did,
game, but it's just like after he was 6-0, I feel like he didn't... Oh.
Oh, okay. Well.
Ooh, he thought Jun there would W Q flash on him, so
true.
he flashed away.
So Jun's the go.
Yeah. It might look like noob, but it wasn't noob.
No.
It was good.
Good reaction. Now Kalist, even with the GA, that flashes down, maybe an opportunity. Targamas have flash as well. Vladdy flashes too. Jackie's doing a lot, but Kalist is now just running in.
Flash.
There's an ulti available, but the GA's going to be popped. Yike coming to save the day, but a great ulti from Isma. GX, the moment in the sun, as Kalist repositions, but there's damage from Noah. Kana's now in, but Kana, his ulti, not in range yet, has to walk on up, scared to do so. Rude up, and Noah is frying them all. The feathers unleashed, the ulti out, the rune again. He's got a triple on the horizon for a quadra kill, but taken away. In the end, quadra, yes! But Noah's defense in the nick of time.
The Giant X are able to hold on to the game just barely. Able to get that ultimate, or Vladdy with a charm. He's just gonna get one shot.
I don't know, Meganar. It's brewing up though. You can see KC playing on the edge of that timer. This is
one shot
all
the Drake
the soul for KC, as you said, but Giant X want to deny it. They get the Dragon. Great Poppy ult. It disengages Targamas, but after the fact, KC are looking for an engage. Ulti from Kana, he's found Lot, but it sets up a good counter-strike. Jun absorbing the damage, Lot going golden, buying time. Meanwhile, Isma's dealing with Yike, but look at Jackie's, flies through, takes down Kalist. Giant X in with a chance. It's Lot with the counter-strike. It's the orders from Jackie's that we forgot to mention. As Noah flashes over the wall, the feathers will fly out. Kana lucky to be alive. But Giant X, they're feeling alive in this game 2 remake.
Oh my god, what is this game? As both KC carries fall and it's a supportal combat on bot here. I don't think either of them have enough damage to kill each other. As Isma's not quite able to cancel Yike with the teleport, but Noah's here.
Noah's waiting. A GA available, but over the wall in the nick of time. Giant X have a Baron in front of them. Support will combat stops. And Giant X, I mean, we love where gold is mattering less and less. The carry's almost
full build across the board.
So, while Jungler's taking their time to get there, we know it is all about Kalist, Noah. Jackie's also as an Azir. You love this point in the game when you're just auto-attacking for free win as a mid-AD carry. Lot might be caught out though. He cannot throw the game here. KC are on him like flies on glue right now. Lot ultis, but Kana's about to go Meganar. Isma over the wall to help defend. Jun's in the nearby vicinity. Look, Giant X are separated a bit. Kana wants an angle, but they're just going to keep pushing for the turret and ignore the little rat.
And they're able to force Lot to base. He does have the TP, and it seems like they want to continue here, but Vladdy's going to have a crazy flank. This could be really dangerous for Giant X.
Can't throw it here. It's been such a revitalizing game. One big team fight down bot has brought them to this spot. And KC know they're in dire straits. Their base is open. Bot inhibited and broken. Baron has done a good job as Vladdy, he moves in with the rest of KC. Jun thinks about an engage onto Kana. Charm baited out. He's not running in as well.
They do have the mid wave, but I'm not sure if they'll be able to play for the mid inhib as well. So it looks like, I believe this game is going to the LCS Drake. And I think every single flash should be up. Noah's flash should be up for it. It looks like they want to maybe...
Run! He's charmed.
Okay.
The ultis. Noah's here. Noah cares not. Onto Yaiku. Pops the ulti in response. But Noah going into melee. The feathers will fly out at the very least. And Noah has a GA. Running in. The old Fnatic bottom lane.
Kalist.
May have done it. But Kalist has taken out the support. Noah goes into GA.
He's down.
Saved out by Isma. GA for GA. Noah's going to be up first. Watch the autos. Watch Lot. Doesn't get the stun, but it doesn't matter. Noah does it again.
Wait, Kana.
Give him a second quadra as Kana flash away, or it's Isma who runs from the little Nah. Kana wants to chase, but Lot now in range with a flash available. He needs Mega, but Giant X have the numbers, and they might have the base to go with it.
I mean, they look to try pushing here. Kana does have the flank. He does have the flash and the ultimate. Targamas is up in 15 seconds. I'm not sure if Giant X can actually end here. They're gonna have to fight.
He's thinning the wave, so at the very least they can't get near the Nexus turrets. Bot wave is not in for now. Meganar available. Kana
only 1 minion.
Getting destroyed by Lot. You're right. Noah's on the Nexus turrets. Giant X.
They have to kill Kana.
The team that got us into Mega. He's still there onto Lot ulti. Flushed away from Kana into a golden Lot. It won't be the day. Giant X have one more Nexus turret. Target defending. Flashes onto Noah. Solar Flare. Isma doesn't do enough damage. Lot about to die. Kana jumped on by the Jackson. Noah gonna die as well. Vladdy gets the reset. That's Lot's just trying to survive because Giant X have lost their carry.
Noah is dead for the soul spawn, but Kana and Targamas are as well. So KC are sitting with an open Nexus here. Jackies couldn't even look for a backdoor. I'm not sure if KC can contest the soul. I don't think so. Trying to leave the base in this state.
Yeah.
It's very scary, but GX are looking to, I don't know, something crazy. Just go for the soul, guys.
Unexpectedly tense. Potential end of the series, or potential beginning, I should say. Game 3, running into the base. Jack is looking uneasy, but so are KC, because Vladdy's just popped. He's got flash available, he's going to come out of golden, but as he finally flashes away, he's got no health. Nexus exposed. All they need to do is hit it away. Isma gets rid of the mid laner, and the auto attacks will ensue. Giant X.
Oh my god!
Return.
What a beautiful comeback for Giant X. Really obnoxious, to be honest. Whenever I played it and played against it, it was super strong. It's a bot lane that can be hard to pull off, as it's like if you get chunked out and you lose that all in.
Have you seen Goomer's been playing top? Really? Yeah, there's some rumors going around. Oh boy. Let's find out how far it goes. Good little setup with the Winter's Bite, and Kalist follows it up, and the game forward now has to flash away. Cleanse away by Noah. He's out of mana, but the Gatling gun almost sets it up for a further kill. Kalist now down to Summoner while Vladdy is going to get punished here. Sets up the static build on top. Vladdy permafrost, Shuriken flip. Cleanly done for Jackie's first blood.
Wow, what a clean gank, and Isma punishing that
Dominus
flash
is out. Isma's going to start off the dragon, and Jun's covering him. Moving away from vision as Targamas now moves into that same brush, but at two,
Grubs.
it's just going to be a trade, isn't it?
Yeah, a classic.
Jackie's has just jumped in. Wait, Shuriken flip, he takes it onto Vladdy and the turret. Jackie's! When we talk about mid being sexy, this is what we mean.
It's going to be a 1-for-1 here as Jackie's outplays Vladdy, but I think, to be honest, Vladdy might be the one coming up ahead here, as the wave looks like it's kind of frozen for the side of KC, and I think Vladdy will pick up more CS than Jackie's will. He also loses the Darksteel stacks as he gets the kill before he dies.
With a real
But we might have a dive on bot here.
No flash up, ignore that for now. You're right, Isma. But the jump down, Kalist just gets jumped on. Permafrost going to put him in as well and into the dirt. But Isma close to getting traded off. Targamas is just trying to get something back while the flash away. The passive from Pugmore not going to do too much.
Noah going to take aggro here. Targamas flashing away.
Noah not going to burn the flash to get the final kill. Look at the wave denied Jack. I mean, that's going to hurt the most.
Yeah.
You know, you never know what's coming till you hear that high note. Maybe Tempered Fate brings it in. Jun, great ulti, but Yike to the side. He has to flash away. Casey looking for the re-engage. Winters might need it, but a magical journey to give the space. One grub's taken here in this rotation. Casey are looking for 4. Kalist is going to pant his way towards the next, and Giant X is zoned out for the time being. Jackie's looks for a new angle. Kana finds him first, though, and remember that this Croc has dominance available. He gets out, but he's still fishing on the back end. Targamas zoned as Lot. Again, he's going to pop the world ender, but Kalist gets knocked up. Their real target there, but now kiting front to back. Watch Kalist. He's auto-attacking. Kana as well, taking care of business on the right wing. 3 members running into the wild again, snapped in half. Giant X flew too close to the sun.
And Giant X tried to go for too much. They already missed their disruption. They have to face check and run into this Maokai ultimate, and it's just a disaster for them. They're able to take down Targamas, but at the cost of Jackie's and at the cost of Lot's life. And Kana's bit on kill.
He's just he's a bit of a base, isn't he? And I mean,
At the same time, I don't know if it was the gameplay or if it was just his build, but he looked pretty useless every fight.
So it was like 18% extra damage as he stays in combat.
But he's not even going to stay in combat. It happens like it's a one-shot. I feel like a one-shot build would make way more sense this game.
Or maybe Kalist would have died. But people can argue at home. I'm sure he's 3,500 gold down. And again, Vladdy has just been stable. We've talked about him all day. It feels right to Giant X. Putting that candle, though, right up. Vladdy's dead.
You cursed him.
I did indeed. It just happens again now for Lottie trying to buy time with Kana. Nature Scratch from Yike. We're fighting yet again. We've had 28 kills so far. Why stop now? And Tempered Fate, it's great. But Giant X, low health bars. Noah can only poke and they can only run away. 5 versus 4, they got to pick. But
yeah, it's a sad sight when it's 4 versus 5 and you hit a Bard ult onto the enemy carry and you have to click back. It's hard for me to see how Giant X can claw this game back in because they just don't have the DPS. They don't really have the the pick tools available to them. They need a crazy good Bard ult, crazy good the Sejuani ult onto this Kog'Maw and the Victor.
Okay.
But even that.
What about Targamas getting caught out?
Targamas, yeah.
Lot is doing some damage now. Into the ulti, they just need a kill. He'll get a reset, but he flashes away. Instead, he's stunned up. Look at Khaled. He's barking mad. Running them down. KC have now already found themselves an opening kill. Isma's isolated. And look at Vladdy on top of this other dog on the other side of the lane. It's Borkin today for KC.
KC have a mid wave. They can look to end here.
They should.
No wave clear on the side of Giant X. The Akali and Bard will not be able to clear anything. And it's 5 grubs. I think they can end. 30 seconds on Noah, 20 seconds on Lot. Let's see.
It's time to put the book down, isn't it? I mean, it has been a strange series, a crazy series. KC, we've got some questions for them, but at the very least, we know that they can seal the job. Setting up under turrets as Jackie's once again is going in. He's still got 1 and a bit items and won't get him across the line. Kalix is 11, 2 and 5, and KC, yes, it was strange. Yes, it was messy, but they're still at the top of the board. KC is still delivering results, entertainment, and the French org is giving us something to smile about each and every day.
And a much better look from Giant X as they try to fight back and they're falling there. But he's able to get Kana's flash. But Kana still generating such a big tempo lead. Yeah. He's going to be able to hit this mid tower with Demolished and get even more plate for himself. And Jun here, ooh, beautiful stun.
Yeah, but the cleanse comes out. Tempered Fate is even better though. Jun looking for the re-engage. He flashes Magical Journey. It's taken. Yike comes through to Neverland. Sets up the Nature's Grasp. Roots only one. No one defends it behind his support who then dies. But Yike looking to get away with it. And he will. As KC have 4 members down in the bot lane. Noah poke. Blocked by Targamas. Isma sends out the ulti. He flashed with that, but at least finding Targamas as Targamas responds with the flash. But now in range, Fox responds. Noah with a double. And Giant X know KC might be in trouble.
Wow. And it's a bit of an overstep here.
We are in a series that, again, is kind of surprising me. I guess it was talked about during the week, and again last week, you know, with the Heretic series, we're like, yo, KC, how they're performing. It's been talked a lot about on desk today as well. Jun might be with what Kalist is saying, Giant X, hold it right there. Jun's caught out and a kill over to Kalist.
I feel like whenever we talk about Giant X being potentially good, someone gets called and dies.
We talk about KC, but there is surely.
Is the MR shred item the 3rd?
Oh, maybe it is. Let's pause, because first Herald, then we'll find out. Tempered Fate gets Kalist. Nature's Grasp is to the right, but look at the left. Lot comes in with a flank, but only onto Targamas. Winter's Bike cuts and blows, sets him up so that he can't move and go. KC running Giant X down in the pit. They thought they found it. They crunched the numbers, but unfortunately they didn't know how to do math. KC chased the Remnant. A double over to Kalist. The 80 carries again. Successful is one, but not the other.
Drop the Herald, play for the 3rd dragon, and win the game that way.
True.
But now, it's a 2k gold lead for KC. Kana taking down the bot tower here. Like with Kog'Maw getting more and more items, but eventually when he gets MR, it's going to be really hard for this Akali to kill him. Victor, the same deal once he gets the Zonias. Really hard to kill. And they're able to start off the Otacon here, but it looks like Giant X won't contest.
Well, it's just going down so quickly, though. How much chance will they have? Tempered Fate from Jun needs to be on point, and a steal from Isma. 7,500 to teleport. Going to be channel first, as you said. Nature's Grasp. Lot is right in the way. He's going to get caught out. The bell saves him, though. Lot with another chance, but Vladdy just walks through the permafrost, or rather the glacial prison.
And that's the Sejuani and the Aatrox ulti burnt here. I don't think they can contest anymore.
They're going to try anymore, but I mean, Jackie's resets. Jackie's is coming in from a flank. His angle good. He hits Kalist, jumps back in, but the CC chain. Kalist is saved by his team. KC look for the re-engage. Lots out of his ulti, and Vladdy will run him down as well. Giant X. It was so jank. A cosmic binding to save Jun and save the rest of GX, but Otacon after the reset will be over to KC. Surely, right? Or Baron.
They're starting the Nash off, and it looks like it might just be the Nash going over for the side of KC. Maybe Giant X could try to contest here, as they do have Sejuani close, but Kana and Targamas are playing Gatekeeper here, trying to stop Isma from joining. Isma doesn't have the flash, however.
5k, he's going to get over Targamas first. Jun's going to come in, no, great damage. Kana might be in trouble, might not even get the Baron buff. He's shut down over the wall. 1,500, no. A second more and Isma would have had a chance. A magical journey for the escaping KC, but 4 members with Baron is the cost of that zone from Kana.
Down the Maokai ult, nobody on their side can tank it, but Ginex want to keep going.
I was going to say that. I thought they gave it up. The ulti lands in. Ginex looking for the engage. Noah comes into range. Dragon's down though for Kate.
Kalist took the Herald.
After the fact, as GX 5 members getting burnt down, Kalist does get out with the Herald, gives him range, but Giant X, it's not over just yet. Flashing forward is flooding with one more auto from the concussive blows. Giant X gets away.
They get away limping as they have to give over the Drake. This
Portal
here. Spotted out though.
But Kalist maybe isolated. Isma wants to target Yike, flashes and gets on top of him. Twisted advance, beautiful. Isma trying to buy time. He flashes as well, but Nature's Grass keeps him in place and Kalist makes short work. Jun also joined in, had to use the bell on himself. Giant X yakety stacks. We've got a magical journey. We've got an ultimate target. Everyone coming through. A cosmic binding saves his life. Cleanse from Kalist. we're just going to the circus.
Oh my god, what is this game?
See the elephant.
Isma is going for way too crazy of a flank, ends up falling down, and now it's going to be the mid-tier 2 dropping. Oh, but Jackies looks for another one.
In again, why not? He's got an item this time. It's a good knockup from Lot, but he's gone out. Tries to get Kalist. That was the final blow from Jackies, and Kalist just keeps surviving.
He just doesn't have the damage, does he?
No, he doesn't.
It's just sad. He keeps bashing his head into the wall again and again and again. And it never works out.
He's not a showmaker, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I agree with that. And Targamas might be caught here.
He might indeed. Targamas permafrost.
The damage is not there.
Great stand behind me. Kalist also poking from the side as Jun sends out an ulti. Is Kalist really caught? Waiting for a blow to set out, and Kalist is popped. Noah with a great range attack. He gets a shutdown. There's a good explosive charge that comes from Kalist and his dead body, but Giant X are now on the run on the escape path. Noah tries to zone off while Lot over the wall. Zones off Kana. Maybe a re-engage imminent, but Isman solo. Jackie's is low as well. They get one, they get a pick. They stagnate Kalist.
We can see even when they take down Kalist with a beautiful Bartle from Jun, it's really hard to convert it into anything else. As Kana here is kind of playing gatekeeper, trying to prevent Lot from really entering. And it's these solo laners from the side of KC that I feel like are doing so much work in these fights. Kana just clicks forward and the rest of GX has to back off. The same with Vladdy. Just so much damage and so much tankiness on both of them.
Now we wait, because I just want to see Jackie's build the item, but he might have to do it from a corpse because as he goes into the Shroud, Targamas waiting for him. It's a flash twisted advance. Jackie's slowed down and into oblivion he goes. Bloody gets the pick and Jackie's caught out in the side lane. Is an old story for the mid laner, but still, you could say that Giant X might have an opportunity to fight something back because Noah has joined in the fray. A good stun up and Yike next on the menu. Reposition from Noah is fantastic. Jun wants to slow down. He's got a binding to land, but Vladdy's in the way. The threat from the Victor also big.
It's a great move by Noah. He ends up dropping the mid-wave to move up top here. And Vladdy's sticking around. He has no flash. Jun's going to just portal right behind him here.
He's really fast as well, in with boost and swiftness. As you said, magical journey, used tempered fate. He gets himself, but he also gets his jungler. Targamas is also here. Jun flashes away. Vladdy gets the range in the end, but Noah once again, the team-fighting legend. You move him to another team. He still has it, but Kalist has rolled on in. And Alex
But Jack is keeping behind. Jack is behind him. Kalist.
Kill dog.
Wait, no way. No way. No way. No. Wait. No way.
He
No way.
He went the long way. I guess Jack, my concern is real.
I don't know if this build is good. Yeah, I'm not sure, but we'll see.
You still might do damage. Sure, Flip comes in and Jackie's is now in front of Kalist, but even in the shroud, he just gets popped. I don't know if an item would have changed that. He's just caught out.
Oh, Jackie just ends up falling, and that surely will be the Drake going over to KC. I mean, you can see this team, when Jackie is struggling,